was you, I would hate me too, nigga, just be jealous. You ain't that dude when it's time to get two, nigga, you just yelling. Been in a room when Snake get loose, nigga, they start telling. Been in a room when Snake get you, nigga, they start gelling. Man, these women be all on my body. Man, I hate when they rapping, that nigga be capping. Man, to me, this shit just a hobby. Been riding since my nose was naughty. I didn't eat at an apple.
Yo, 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 yo. But you thought I wasn't coming back? Yes, indeed, I am back. And yes, indeed, this is your Don't Listen podcast, 24/7 boxing. We are back in the building. We are back in effect. And you know why I'm here. Y'all know why I'm here. We are here because of a big fight that just recently happened. So again, we're going to get to the skinny, okay? And again, I would like to thank all of you good people for keep coming back and watching the 24/7 boxing series. And I must say, I could not wait to get back and talk to you good people. And if you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when we dropping these videos. Stop playing, okay? Canelo Alverez, Jermell Charlo. What can I say? I can't say that it went like I expected it to be. It did not do that. And the fight to me was very lopsided. Okay. That's what was, I would not say surprising, but that's what kind of threw me for a loop. And what I will say to Canelo Alvarez is, si, senor, more of that. Canelo Alvarez is in order, because that Canelo Alvarez is the Canelo Alvarez that can nobody really mess with, right? Canelo Alvarez, for the first time in a long time, came out the gate like, I am not going to lose this fight. I am not going to allow Jermell Charlo to initiate his jab. I'm going to crowd him. I'm going to get in his face. This is the Canelo Alvarez that people grew fond of over the years. The Canelo Alvarez that showed so much aggression that the other person cannot even get off, right? Because that's what Jermell Charlo's problem was for the whole fight, right? For the whole fight. This is the Canelo Alvarez that we all know. You know, this is what I'm going to just say this, good people, right? Because I've been called a Canelo hater, right? And, you know, in most things in life, right? When you tell the truth about some people, you know, some people can't take it, right? We all know what the truth was, right? We all know what the truth was, right? The truth was Canelo was starting off slow, fighting faster opponents, and then he would try to take over late in the rounds, right? So somebody must have slipped him a 24/7 boxing thing and said, yo, this guy said this about you. And at the end of the day, I know that didn't happen, but when something is true, when you come with facts, people don't debate you on your facts. They debate you on who they like and how they feel about a certain fighter. And that be the weird part to me, right? Because if you're explaining something and then you show it and be like, yeah, well, see this part right here, this is, yeah, when you do stuff like that, that's when you get the most hate, the most vitriol, all those good things. And like I said, good people, like the brother said on 24/7 boxing, we show got no bias over here. So we gonna get to the skinny, right? We gonna get to the skinny. The skinny is, right? Jermell Charlo, as good a boxer as he is, one of the best of his generation, I think in this instance, think the weight disadvantage had a lot to say, right? But really, though, it's not so much the weight disadvantage, because with you going up in weight should give you certain advantages, right? The advantage will be that you are faster on your feet. The advantage that you could have is that you're faster with your hands. So going up in weight, because I heard somebody say, well, he shouldn't have went up 2 weight classes. It's a difference of 10 pounds. If that is really 8 pounds, right? Because it's like 4-pound increments, right? So it's only like 8 pounds. So he didn't really go up. Went up a few weights. But like I said, if you're going to use going up in weight as an excuse for losing, I would say most fighters walk around weight is way bigger than they are on fight night or weights or weigh-ins, right? So we don't want to use that excuse. And I think it makes you look crazy when you try to use that excuse, because you knew if the weight was have you at a disadvantage, why would you sign up for that fight? You want the smoke, right? Dare to be great, right? So what I would say is that Canelo Alvarez is just a better boxer than Jermell Charlo. See, you could say that because what you saw with your eyes, right? You don't have to make excuses, because then that makes you look crazy, right? Just like Canelo had no excuse for Bivol, Charlo has no excuse for Canelo. Get where I'm going with that? See, those that try to make excuses for fighters, when the fighters are not coming out with excuses themselves, because I haven't heard Jermell Charlo have any excuse. Not yet. Haven't heard anything. So what I heard him say, Canelo was a better boxer than me that night. And for the most part, Canelo be the best boxer on most nights, most of anybody, because he is a special talent, right? He has been special over the years. He has fought guys Said faulting. There ain't no such word as faulting. He has fault guys with names and fault guys that had no names, right? So whenever Canelo wins, it's a big deal, right? And congratulations to Canelo Alvarez on his 60th victory. That is a great achievement. 60 bouts in the ring that you come away with a win in, that's saying a lot. So kudos to Canelo Alvarez for doing that. That is a very great record to have. Got a few losses, but you know what I mean? He lost to great fighters. And for whatever reason, when I'm watching Charlo fight, oh, excuse me, when I'm watching him fight Canelo, I'm like, why you ain't jabbing and moving? Why you standing in front of a bigger puncher? See, that's the part. If you don't have the head movement, you don't have the lateral movement, body movement, but you have a jab, very strong jab, might I add, and you're not utilizing it, the power puncher, which is Canelo, he's eventually going to catch up to you. And that's what happened in the 7th round, right? That's what happened in the 7th round. He dropped Jermell in a flurry of punches. Only one punch really landed out of the flurry, but that's all he needed. And from start of the fight to the finish of the fight, it looked like Canelo wanted it more. I guess he heard all the rumblings of people like me, other people that resides on the path of, Canelo ain't fighting nobody. So he said, I guess what? I got to fight somebody. And then he did that. And that's all you want as a boxing fan. As a fan of the sport, that's all you want. It's not so much as people disrespecting the boxers. It's a point of we want to see the best fight the best. So when you fighting the likes of Yavdiri Girim and people, John Ryder, some people you never heard of, I think people have the right to say, why should they pay these large numbers for pay-per-view when you fighting somebody nobody ever heard of? So I was of that camp, still is of that camp. That goes for anybody when I speak, not biased over here. So what I would say is, I guess he heard the noise. You got to fight somebody, right? And he did that. He beat somebody with a undisputed champion. Like, yeah, it wasn't no powder puff. Beat an undisputed champion. And not only did he beat him decisively. Canelo, from the start of the fight to the end of the fight, came with the heat. He was trying to take his head off. And I know through all the bantering and all that good stuff leading up to the fight, oh yeah, it was some animosity there. A whole lot. Now, I did videos on Canelo and Charlo prior to this one. I was leaning towards Charlo because of how Canelo looked in his last couple fights. I think he didn't look great in the fight with Caleb Plant. I think he was losing that fight, right? John Ryder was giving him freaking work, right? Gennady old ass Golovkin was giving him some work, right? Uh Everybody else he just blew through them, right? But those three fights in particular, Canelo didn't look that great, and then he lost to Dimitri Bivol. So I was leaning towards Charlo in this fight, right? But I haven't seen Charlo like I didn't say I picked Charlo. He looked good in his last fight, but at the end of the day, when these two fighters met up, there was a class war, right? It was a class war. I am A and you are C, right? You was A, but you're fighting an A opponent. That A made you look like a C, right? Now, I really don't mean any disrespect to Jermell Charlo. That's not what I do. I don't come for guys when they get a loss. I always say you get to fight another day and make somebody else pay. And then when you ready, you go back for that smoke. The person that beat you, come back to see him again and try to get the win. And if you choose not to do that, that's totally up to you because you already gave an account for yourself fighting them the first time. So you don't have to. But what I would say is why not? Switch the game plan, come with a better game plan, and fight that Joker again. Who ain't gonna line up for that part two? Excuse me. Now, there has been some rumblings of Bud Crawford saying he wants the winner of this fight. Right? He said he wants the winner of this fight. Bud Crawford daring to be great. Right? He wants to go up again and be a 3-time unified world champion. Is there anybody out here that's willing to take Canelo over Bud Crawford? Not I. But that's for down the road. And I don't even want to talk about that until it actually happened. There's also rumblings of David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade. And after that, you can have the monster fight Canelo Alverez. Now that to me makes a whole lot of sense, right? But if Bud Crawford want to throw his hat in there and be like, how about me, good sir? I fancy a fight with you. Let's see if they make that happen. Because that would be crazy, right? Bob Arum comes out and say, I think Canelo Alvarez is the best fighter of this generation. And that very well might be of his generation, right? And I don't have a problem with him saying that. The problem I do have is when a guy of his stature fights guys that nobody hear of. And that's the only criticism that I have of Canelo. I don't have any criticism of him as a boxer. is who you box. And I think as a paying customer of somebody that watches the sport, I should have a right to say, I don't want to see this fight versus that guy. Now, notice the thing that I won't say is I don't want to see Canelo fight somebody of his stature or of his, ability. Because we all know what Canelo could do to the likes of a Billy Joe Saunders, right? Canelo could take a punch. So all the pity pat stuff these people do until Canelo go pakata, right? When you know that's going to happen, where's the excitement? And like I said, nobody knew Canelo was going to make Charlo turn that fight into what it turned out to be. I thought it would be a lot more competitive, right? Going in, I'm thinking it's going to be a 7-5 for either guy. That's what I'm thinking. Split decision. That's what I'm thinking. Canelo turned up. And that's what I expect great fighters to do. Canelo looked like Canelo of old, came in there with a plan, and he came in there with heat. He wasn't coming to play. It was like, nah. I want to make you into chicken fajitas. Yeah, would you like some tacos, sir? Kakata. Okay? Canelo did that, and I'm not here to take nothing away from him. I'm not here to do that. I told people this is a non-biased boxing channel, and I'm not going to start being biased now, okay? I think Charlo can still hold his head up high for the great work he's done over the years. Still a great champion, still a great fighter. Just because you lose to a guy don't diminish your light. It's how you come back after a loss where people can say, okay, well, he's done or if he's not. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and getting back to the Stop playing. Stop playing with me, okay? So when I heard those comments, and well, froze frame, look at that. Get the freak out of here. At the end of the day, Canelo did the goddamn job. He did the work, and he is still unified champion 2 times, right? And congratulations to one of the best fighters we got out here today. Congratulations to Canelo Alverez and Jermell Charlo. Dust your shoulders off, brother. It's just a fork in the road. Come back stronger, come back more hungry, come back and demand that fight again. Get your payback. That's what I would like to see. And I would like to know what all of you would like to see by putting them down in the comments. Tell me where I went wrong on this joint. If you did, if you do think I was wrong, let's start a discussion. Because I didn't pick this fight. Didn't know who to pick, honestly. So tell me where you think I went wrong in this commentary, right? So we're going to get back to the mix. We're going to wait for the next one. The next one should be coming real soon. The next couple days, I have another pod for y'all. Oh, yeah, we're going to get back to our regularly scheduled program. Because, like I said before, I'm still doing music out here, people. I'm recording today. And man, when I tell y'all, we got some fire coming for y'all. I'm not playing. It's going to be a little mix of some old school with some new school. You know what I mean? We got Ray 856 on some joint. Shit is fire. It's called Mamacita. Yo, I'm just saying we ain't playing. So the music is coming really, really soon, okay? The vocals are getting done up, you know what I mean, mixed and mastered and all that good stuff. And then of course we gotta do the visuals. Oh yeah, we gotta come with some visuals. So all that's coming very soon. I promise you. And then we got Don't Listen Podcast with me giving, just like I do with the boxing, good people. I want y'all to check those videos out too. It's a video on here that didn't do very well. I would like y'all to go check it out. Hit that like button. Corporate greed with the wage and all that stuff. Labor Days. I want y'all to check that video out because that's what Don't Listen Podcast is about. So support your boy on both platforms, Don't Listen Podcast and 24/7 Boxing. It's all the same gang, good people. And I appreciate y'all all for watching and sticking around and keeping this channel going. Thank you to all the new subscribers on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Rumble.
If I was you, I would hate me too, nigga, just be jealous.
Yeah, we on everything.
You ain't that dude when it's time to get too,
so
nigga, you just
if you
yelling.
Prefer any of those platforms over this, you can watch me visually on Spotify as well, not just listen. You can watch me visually on Rumble. I need you good people to support the work that I'm doing. I need you all to stay tapped in, because we gonna stay tapped in and we never gonna tap out. This has been 24/7 Boxing by way of Don't Listen Podcast. Thank you all for watching, listening. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Keep hitting that like button. Appreciate you all, and we gonna catch y'all in the next joint. Stop playing, especially with me. Deuces. Peace to you all on your journey as well. I'm out.
Life is what you make, so heaven gates or else you slide down. This earth was made for fakes, that's why the realest niggas die out. If I was you, I would hate me too, nigga, just be jealous. You ain't that dude when it's time to get too, nigga, you just yelling. Been in a room when snake get loose, nigga, they start